So in this blueprint that I'm working on, I have all these variables over here that I want to try organizing early on. And you can organize or group your variables in three ways. The first way is by changing the order of the variables, and you can do this by just dragging the variable into wherever you want, just like this. You can see this pop-up for reorder over here, and you can just drag it over wherever you want. And by doing it this way, you can group related variables together, because if you were to create a new variable, it actually adds the variable at the end over here. The second way is by changing the category of the variable. So when new variables are created, their category is set to default. You can view the category of a variable by just clicking on any of the variables over here and then navigating to details, category. And over here you can see we have the default category over here, and you can also change the category of this variable over here. So I could give this a new category called tiles, for example. And as soon as I have done that, you can see over here we have a new category called tiles, and I can minimize it and expand it whenever I want. And if you want to remove a variable from a particular category, you can just either choose any of these categories over here. So I could just choose default, and you can see our variable has come out of that particular category. Or you can just drag the variable out of the category to set it back to default. Similarly, you can also set a variable's category by just dragging it into a category of your choice, just like this. Now, what makes categories really useful for organizing variables is that you can create multiple subcategories within a single category. So if I were to use this field category as an example, I can go and select a variable in here, and then in the details panel category, I'm going to add a vertical bar or a vertical slash to create a new subcategory in here, and I'm going to call this subcategory size. And then I'm going to create another subcategory within this subcategory. So again, add another vertical bar over here, and I'm going to call this new subcategory zone. And I can keep on adding more subcategories if I want to. And if I were to press enter, so you can see our variable field width, which is within the subcategory called zone, and this subcategory is within the subcategory called size. So yeah, this is arguably the most useful feature for organizing variables in blueprints. And the third way you can organize your variables is by using local variables. So if you can try moving parts of your logic inside a function, then you can actually take advantage of local variables, which are variables that are only accessible to a particular function. So I have a function over here called createBoundary, and inside it, you can see we have a local variable over here. If I were to open it up, I have two variables over here that are only accessible to this particular function, as you can see from the name of our function over here. So that is something you can actually take advantage of to actually organize your code. And that's it for this video. Hopefully it was useful, and thanks a lot for watching. Bye.